beautiful Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for February 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly. So please be mindful, there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, let's see what is coming on in for you in the month of February 2022. Now we do have Mercury and Venus going direct. They're direct at the moment. So that means love will flow more freely and there's more opportunity to find love and be communicating with somebody new. So let us see what is happening for you. I will be doing, this is a singles reading. If you're in a twin flame connection, I will be doing a twin flame reading in the next couple of days for your sign. Also, if you're not looking for love at all and you're wondering where the other readings are at, I did a monthly reading there for you all, so you can check that out. Also, I'll be doing a career reading in the next couple of days as well. But this is your singles love reading. Now, I'm going to get your overall energy before I do a Celtic Cross and see who is coming towards you and when, if they can give me a time frame. So let us see what is happening there. Your first card is number 33. It's the key. Okay. Oh, wow. We've got the gift as well. So there's definitely an opportunity coming on in here for you. We've got courtship. There you go. You can feel it. It's number 4. Double 4. Okay, when you start to see number synchronicity, then there's radical change here. We've got number 25, high honor. They want me to go one more, so I will. We've got distant horizons. So distant horizons tends to mean, it's very, very close. So it's closer than you think, as it were. So let us see what is happening here for you. We've got number 33. This is the key, and this is your protagonist energy. So this is about destiny. It's about answers being revealed, revelations. Now, some of you may be processing a lot of things within yourself and having epiphanies or moments of clarity where you unlock, confidence, for example, knowing what you have to offer, because we've got number 17 here. That is the star energy of hope. So I feel like you're feeling a little bit more hopeful about your love relationship in general. I feel like, you may have lost hope in trying to find love and therefore have been a little bit jaded or felt a little bit of test of faith in some way. So I feel like you're regaining or revitalizing your motivation to want to seek love. Also, I feel like you're recognizing that actually you are a gift. I gotta say it, Virgo, you have wonderful energy. You're so caring, so loving. You've got so much to offer a relationship. Who would not want to be with a beautiful Virgo? So I do feel like you're starting to recognize that if relationships in the past did not go the way you'd hoped, it's nothing to do with you. It was projected energy and, a very complex set of feelings there. What is what I'm picking up here, because I do feel like there's someone here who confused you in the past, and it may have made you question yourself in some way. You may have not known where you stood with a person. So I'm going to leave that in the past, but it's just showing up energetically there. It's number 33. When you reduce it, 3 plus 3 is 6. And if you look really closely there, not many people can see it. I'm going to hold it up. It probably will blur. I don't really know. But there's actually 2 keys there. Okay, so I do feel like you and a person, there is a committed relationship coming on in here for you that will lead to a higher level of commitment, and you'll settle down with this person. Okay, because we've got the house there, and we've got number 4, courtship. So I do feel like, number 6 is the Lover's card, so I feel like you will have a choice when it comes to love, especially since you've got the pathway as well. There is an option coming on in to choose between two people or two paths. Okay, so let's have a look at that in a moment. Now, some of you may be, you may have just moved into a new property or a new area in some way, because they're giving me that keys are relevant. Okay, there's something here about answers, getting answers. I'm just going to pull a card on that and see what that is about. I mean, this could be from a past person, or you're trying to seek answers about love in general. I feel like friends have said to you, they can't see why you're single because you have, you've got it all going on. You're the full package. So, yeah, we've got the Three of Swords here in the reverse. So this is someone who hurt you, that you may be healing from. When you get this card, it tends to mean that someone wants to talk about that. So maybe you're talking about it. It can mean that someone wants to reach out and apologize. But I feel this is you seeking answers about a heartbreak. Let me see, where are these answers coming from? How should I receive? Thank you so much. Oh gosh. Okay, we've got a Knight of Cups here. So there is a love offer coming on in here. Now, I'm going to just clarify with another deck, because I do feel like there's someone who you may have separated from. This person thinks lovingly towards you. They still think back towards offering you some sort of commitment. This person's a bit of a dreamer, though. I'm picking up on this energy. They're a dreamer. Yeah, I mean, the Fool card, the Fool is a dreamer, okay? And we got the Fool in reverse. So this person is very cynical when it comes to love. They almost talk themselves out of being in long-term relationships. This person, you may have been unprepared for this person's absence. This person may have scattered your energy, may have not been willing to take a leap of faith. They actually love you, okay? Whatever went on with this relationship, I'm not really here to talk about past, but it's coming up, so I feel like you want answers. The Fool card, yeah, you're fed up with this person and the way that they treated the relationship. The Five of Cups indicates you may have felt unloved by this person, or they abandoned you in some way. This person has a lot of regret about the way that they treated the relationship, and the Four of Cups there indicates you're just fed up. Okay, you felt it's unfulfilling, it's not really speaking to your heart, and just when you're feeling completely like at a loss with regards to love, there's new love coming on in here, okay? Now, interesting, they're showing me an ant all by itself, an ant, like, a little insect just walking. So either you are currently listening to this reading and you've noticed an ant. Ants, I think ants came up in another reading for another sign, maybe even Capricorn, which is another earth element there, a couple of weeks ago. So please take it as it resonates. Whenever spiritually you think about ants, they're very resourceful, very strong. They're trying, so maybe you're feeling you have to be strong. You're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're being strong and you're just getting on. You're just getting by. You're just doing your thing. You're not trying to focus on that. So, because ants, they just march on, right? They build something solid. They come together to build. They're so resourceful. So either you can see an ant, or I'm trying to decode it spiritually to see what it may mean for you, but I can't quite get it. So maybe an ant is relevant in some way for you. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that because it seems quite precise. But there is new love coming on in here for you. But I do feel like there's someone here who wants to talk about the past. So we're going to leave that there. But anyway, for those of you who want to reconnect with someone in the past, if it comes up, I will mention it in the reading, but I think I'll try and do a separate reading for those who want to reconnect with someone that they've separated from, to see where that goes, okay? But we've got gift. So the universe is bestowing an opportunity on you, okay? Also, I feel like there's someone here who has, I just feel like there's someone here who has a lot of passion for you. They think about you a lot. You know this person already. This person wants to offer you. They have a lot of feelings. They think about you all the time. I feel like sometimes you think about them too, Virgo. So let me see what that is. Okay. Can you show me? Is this the past person? What is this gift card they're showing me? Knight of Swords. It may be someone who just doesn't take action, or they're not telling you anyway. Maybe a bit of drama and conflict between you and this person. I feel like it is Yeah, it's the past person. They just watch you. A lot of drama with this person. I mean, the Page of Swords there. This person, I mean, they may come and talk to you. They may come and tell you the truth because the pages bring news. So I do feel like this person may open up to you, open your eyes up to why they were so conflicted in the relationship or what went wrong, why they self-sabotage themselves, because that's what I feel with this person. We got the Five of Wands there. This person wants to resolve problems with you. They want harmony. They want to have a committed relationship. But, you know, at this time, you may feel they're not showing up, making any action. It may be all words and no action. So you may be a little bit hesitant. But anyway, they're showing up in your energetic sphere. This tends to be our present moment or your present moment, Virgo, there. So it stands to reason that their energy is showing up in your present moment because that's what you're dealing with. We're going to go through to the future moments in a moment. Also, I do feel like there is an ungiven gift here. Someone had a gift that they were wanting to give you. They may have told you about this gift, or they may have showed you this gift. They never gave it to you for whatever reason. Or it could be that you had a gift for a person and you held it back. You never gave it to this person. It's still there, wrapped, ready to be it's still ready to be given as a gift, is what they're showing me. Anyway, we're going to move on from that. It's number 17, which is the star energy. So that is about clarity. And this is about you having clarity and recognizing that actually you have a lot to offer in relationships. And not only have your friends mentioned this to you, but I feel like you're starting to believe it now. You're recognizing that you are more than enough, not just enough. You are more than enough to, you have more than enough to offer a relationship. And it is golden. I mean, the packaging is golden there. So I feel like you are trying to revitalize your spirits and believe in love again, trying to find that faith. Now, this is the resistance position. So this is number 4, which is a house, which is about stability. And you got number 4 again there, and it is courtship. So I feel like this is about you. You found it difficult to find a relationship that has led to a long-term commitment, and maybe wanting to settle down or live with somebody there. You may have felt a little bit isolated sometimes in relationships. Maybe you feel like people tend to take advantage of your good nature, your care, your love. Now, with number 4 there, I feel like some of you are actually thinking about moving or relocating, or you've just bought a new property or got keys to rent a new property in some way. There's some sort of move here that's on a personal level. And I do feel like there is a relationship on the cards here for you with the courtship. So I feel like you're going to start dating somebody. And if you're already kind of dating somebody or you're talking to somebody, I feel like it will become a little bit more serious. It will come to a relationship where you settle down, okay? Now, we also have the outcome energy. It's number 22. When you reduce it, 22 is, you're starting to get double numbers, for example. You're getting double 4, double 3, double 2. I mean, 2, 3, 4. You've got double numbers. When you start to see synchronicity occurring in your readings, that brings radical change. Now, this card in particular, number 22, is about the fork in the road, okay? It's the crossroads, which means you may be in between choices, or you have to choose whether you leave the past behind or revisit it, or whether you are seeking something new, so therefore you have to cultivate your world and choose a path that would leave the past behind and prevent from hindering you from opening your arms to new love, okay? So as you can see, there's 2 pathways there. One has got shadow work to be done, and this is connected to a past situation. So if you felt like there was someone you wanted to be in a relationship with, or maybe you even lived with at some point, and you felt there was a high level commitment there, but it did not go the way that you'd hoped, there could be some sort of energy that is residual in your energetic sphere that is preventing you from moving on. You may not want that person in the past, but there may have been dynamics in that relationship that have in some way influenced the way that you approach love now. You may be a little bit more guarded. You may be a little bit more closed off to thinking about the long term. You may have lost faith in love. So I just feel they're actually showing me a crystal heart right now, a crystal heart. So I feel like you're very pure of heart. And you're very honest and open. What you see is what you get. I I feel like you're looking for someone who has that same, well, I mean, who wouldn't want that? They're just showing me a crystal heart. So either they're showing me you being pure of heart, or you're currently looking at a crystal heart, or you have one in your hand, or you just bought one. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. Now, we've also got high honor. So you're someone who leads with integrity, but also you need someone who is strong enough to walk by your side, okay? You don't want someone who's a pushover. You want someone you can respect, but also you don't want someone who, you know, doesn't put any effort into the relationship, who actually tries, someone who would fight for the relationship should it ever need fighting for, okay? I feel like you want someone who has the integrity that you have in a relationship. Now, I do feel like this person that you are gravitating towards, I feel like this person did a lot for the community. They do a lot for the world. They do a lot of like, they're showing me right now, what do you call it? Running, like marathons and things. They do a lot of charity work. Okay, this person does a lot for charity. So whether it is like fun runs or marathons or things like that, they do things to earn money for causes. So this person is quite noble that's coming on in towards you, okay? It's number 25. When you reduce it, 2 plus 5 is 7. The Chariot card energy. So I feel like you're overcoming challenges that you've experienced in love. Now, sometimes, my beautiful Virgo, let's bring it to your door. I'm not pointing fingers at you, but sometimes you may be indecisive as well about getting into love relationships, because you know how deep you go when you decide to be settling down with a person, okay? So you don't get into relationships easily. I mean, you fall in love, of course, and you want to dream big with a person, but when it comes to really like making it official, you may have a little bit of a waver or a little indecision moment where you're like, take a bit of a step back, okay? So I do feel like you may have a moment when you meet this new person. There's a little waver there. So I just want to pull a card on that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please show me 4 swords? So the 4 swords indicates that you're in a solitary energy and that you are being protected during this time, but it may feel like a little bit coming out of your comfort zone to sort of seek new love, for example. You know, it's always harder to get back on the horse, especially if you've been in a solitary energy for a while. It may feel daunting or alienating to you to get back in the dating pool. The 4 Swords says, you know, if you're a homebody, if you've been resting, taking some time out, you know, they're indicating that, you know, you need to get out there a little bit more, put yourself out there a little bit more. And again, easier said than done. But if you're a homebody, then you may open yourself up to online dating or chat rooms where you're just looking for friendship, and it just blossoms. Or it could be that you are actually physically leaving a comfort zone and putting yourself out there into the community to attend an event or to go to a gallery or put yourself into a group setting where you learn something that you're excited about or passionate about, and it puts you in the vicinity to meet new people. I know we're going through a major pandemic right now, so very, very difficult to meet new people, but people have different restrictions around the world. I mean, you may be literally going to an event in a bar or whatever, depending on where you live in the world at the moment. I mean, it's probably highly unlikely to be in those places, but it may be. Let's see a little bit deeper. The 4 Swords there tells me that you've been in a solitary energy. You're very self-sufficient. You are also healing from something in the past, so you don't need to rush. Take the time you need. The Magician card in the reverse also sort of, when you get the Magician card in reverse, it means uneasy, okay, or lack of planning. You feel a little bit powerless. And sometimes when you think about going out there and wanting to find love, sometimes you may procrastinate a little bit. So just be a little bit mindful of that. I mean, we all do it, my beautiful Virgo. We've all done it. You know, it does feel like, oh gosh, especially when you come out of a relationship, you're like, now I have to go and start dating all over again? What? You know, so I don't feel like it's something to force yourself to do. Absolutely not. It will happen organically, because they're just showing me that it will be something. Yeah. Also, they're indicating with the Queen of Swords, okay, don't be closed off, because especially if you've been heartbroken in the past, there can be a little bit of armor that we put up around our heart. And we need to remember to build a healthy boundary and not a brick wall. When you get a Queen of Swords, sometimes a Queen of Swords can be a little bit cold or a little bit closed off at first. So I feel like you may think about love in a logical way first when you meet this person, because I feel there's a little bit of unease. It's almost like, oh my gosh, am I going to open myself up to this deep connection? I feel like you really want to go for it, but there's just a little bit of you being in your head, overthinking things, okay? Now, also, you may feel, it's almost like sometimes people think of dating as a strategy. Okay, I feel this is going to be much more organic for you. I feel like you're going to meet this person a little bit more easier than you think. So just be mindful about getting in your head about things. But I do feel with the Queen of Swords, you're very intellectual, you're very intelligent, and you're going to meet someone who matches that sort of frequency, someone who vibes is a meeting of minds, but also someone who clearly communicates and sets boundaries with you. So I feel like both of you, you're going to vibe with someone who actually respects your boundaries, honors you, and is very passionate, but also very communicative. Also someone who wants to settle down. Okay. We've also got distant horizons. It's number 36. When you reduce it, we've got the Hermit energy. So they are indicating here that you're going to meet someone who, either could be in a strong position in their community, or people look towards in their workspace. It's got a lot of power. Someone who people look up to. But I feel with the distant horizons that in February you may be talking to somebody, or you may put yourself in a position to meet somebody new. But I feel with the number 36 there, 3 plus 6 is 9, which is the Hermit energy. So that is your card. That is your energy. So I feel like you are going to take a step back when you meet this person. The Hermit card is like a temporary timeout. So I feel like you'll meet this person and it may feel daunting. That's all I can get from that. You take just this moment to really think things through before you decide whether you want to invest in this relationship or not. So I just feel you putting the brakes on a little bit. Now let's go and do a Celtic Cross and see what is coming your way, who is coming your way, what's going on there. Okay, this is the heart of the matter. Just to let you know, I'm only reading the upright in this deck, apart from the challenge positions. Now the first deck I was using was the Lenormand deck. Second deck is the Kipper deck there, and this deck here is the Starman Tarot, and this one is by David de Angelis. And the first card you got is the Hermit card. Okay, so that is you, my beautiful Virgo, in a solitary energy. What is crossing you? 2 of Pentacles. A little bit of indecision. Maybe even you have options there. But the 2 of Pentacles can mean that your focus is on your career and you don't leave yourself enough time to really focus on finding love. So let us have a look at that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding singles love? Can you please guide them for their highest good? We've got the 9 of Wands. So wounded warrior energy here. Quite explosive. We've got the Fool card in the near future. So there's definitely a new start available to you. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. So that is your energy at this moment. You've got another 4, and 4 of Pentacles is about stability, building a solid foundation, thinking about your home life. We've got the Empress card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Whoa, okay. We have the Princess of Wands. We've got the 8 of Swords. They want me to go 2 more in the final position, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? We got the Devil card. So the Devil card is not an evil card. The Devil card is about a blockage. Sometimes it can be fear. Sometimes it can be obsession. Sometimes it may feel like we have a bond to somebody else, which is, sometimes it can be toxic. We got a Prince of Swords here. Okay, so we definitely got this person who is curious about you, who is watching you. One more. They just said one more to clarify. So I guess they want me to cross all of those 3 cards with one more. Let me just go again. Princess of Swords. Oof. Okay. Well, I mean, there's an energetic match here. We've got a Prince and Princess of Swords. So two people who are very heady, two people who are very sort of like standoffish. Anyway, it's almost like maybe because you take a step back when you meet this new person, they don't really know where they stand with you. So then they feel a little bit like, oh, maybe I misread the signals. And then there's like there's a real meeting of minds with you and this person. So I feel like you're vibing at the same frequency. But anyway, let's get to it and see what's happening here. We've got the Hermit. I mean, it says the Alien there, but it is the Hermit card. It is number 9 in the Major Arcanas. So it may feel like sometimes you feel very much like a solitary person. But I feel like you may have taken yourself out of the dating pool, or maybe been alone for a long time. It's given you a lot of time for enlightenment to see what it is you want. The Hermit tends to take themselves out of the cave in order to revitalize and know where they're going, okay? To sort of readdress their plans, as it were. So as you can see there, this figure has got loads of arrows that are kind of like shooting through their soul. So either you've gone through some sort of difficult breakup in the past, or you're trying to learn a little bit more about what it is that you want. I feel like you are gaining a lot of wisdom. You're gaining your own personal truth, but you're in a solitary energy. Now, some of you may also feel a little bit isolated because, you know, it's been a long time since you have found love. Or maybe this is energy that I'm picking up from, for example, the pandemic. We've all had various restrictions around the world. So you may have felt a little bit like it's difficult to find anybody. So you may feel a little bit cut off, okay? When you get the Hermit, or the Alien in this case, in this position, this is about Spirit sort of reminding you that you need to come out of the home. You need to come out of a comfort zone when the moment is right. Don't force it, of course. The Hermit is very wise, will know when the time is right. So this can mean sometimes you felt a little bit lonely. I mean, 3 a.m. lonely. But I feel day to day, you're focusing on your career. You're focusing on other things that really speak to your heart. Personal growth issues and things like that. But when you really get down to it, I feel like to be in a solitary energy, it's invigorating, okay? And it's rewarding. But I feel like when you tip yourself too far in that solitary energy, it becomes a little bit lonely. So I feel like you are thinking about that and wanting to reach out. But I do feel, so they're just asking me to look at this a little bit closer, so I will. You know what? I'm going to pull a card, Virgo, because I just feel there's someone here that energetically is either still attached to you or you're attached to them. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Oh my gosh. I mean, how many times? Page of Swords. Page of Swords in reverse. Now, Page of Swords in reverse is someone that either you're not talking to or you're trying not to think about. They're showing up over here as well. So let's go again. Two of Cups. Now this could be someone that you want to be in a relationship with, or someone that you, maybe at grassroots as well. It could also be, if I remove the energy that I'm feeling, if I'm just reading the cards, okay, it can also mean that you feel there is no potential to speak to anybody right now, that you can't, there's no options for love. But I feel like you're going to be surprised. There is a divine union coming on in here. The Two of Cups says that there is going to be love. There is a soul partnership. There is a romantic attraction coming towards you. Someone who's going to admire you in the best way. Someone who respects you. But this is also a call to fall in love with yourself and match the vibration with that person that comes on in. So, you may feel like, Bubba, I can't see it. I can't see a love relationship happening for me. Okay, remember, thoughts become things. What you think about, you truly bring about. Words are so important. We actually spell words. And spells are things that we conjure, that we want in our world. So remember, every time you talk, you're conjuring. Every time you think, you're conjuring. So remember, it is very important. If you believe there's no love for you, you are right. Because you lose the motivation to seek it, and you tell the universe you've accepted that you don't want love, or that there is no love. So remember, thoughts have power, they have value. So just remember that, okay? Now, what is crossing you? We've got the Two of Pentacles. Now, contrary to the energy that I was picking up, the Two of Pentacles says that there is a conflict of interest in some way. You may be doing a lot of multitasking, a lot of, paying your bills, trying to do life, navigate a major pandemic, be an adult. I mean, all of the things. Looking after your family. There's a lot of responsibility with the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles tends to remind us, make sure you have balance in your world, that you find time to look for love or seek love or open yourself up to the opportunity of love, okay? The Two of Pentacles does mean that you are on your way towards success, but you may have felt either you gravitated towards people who left you confused or had inability to commit, left you struggling with commitment because they were so indecisive. So I feel like there's something crossing you here where you've experienced people who have been a bit wishy-washy. And I feel also you are thinking about your career or your finances. The Four of Pentacles here is about building solid financial futures. So you may be focusing on, your day-to-day duties, and it hasn't left you a lot of time to focus on love. Okay, so they want you to be aware of that. So that's the only thing that's crossing you there. Now, what is below you? We've got Four of Cups. You're fed up. You're fed up with either, the situations you found yourself in love, and you may have felt like the people you've been meeting, or it's not emotionally rewarding. It's not what's matching your vibration. It's not what you want, okay? So you may be feeling a little bit of apathy, a little bit of like, nah. You're focusing on yourself, which is perfect. But when it comes to love, you may feel that you've been a little bit left out in the cold, okay? When you get the Four of Cups, this is a reminder that as soon as you feel like just giving up, the universe comes on in and gives you an offer of something greater. So there is a new option of love coming on in here for you, okay? There is magic. You can see, look, there's like a magician's hat there, and it's right next to the heart. And, there is an offer coming on in. That huge hand is like an offer to fulfill your heart from the universe. Destiny intervenes. So I feel like what deep down you're calling in, as you can see, this figure is like feeling completely beside themselves. And those 3 cups are all spilt on the floor. The universe is coming on in to offer another option that is more fulfilling with your heart. So I do feel like deep down what you're calling in is a manifestation of love. But there's moments of swinging between faith and hope, and then absolute despair and giving up, being cynical. So I'm feeling this swing in and out, okay? We all have a journey to take, and everything happens in divine order. And sometimes it's very, very difficult for us to wrestle with that thought process, because humans, especially in the now, we live in a consumer kind of age where people expect things in the now. They want it right now. They're impatient. Sometimes they're not willing to wait. And I feel like you've waited a long time. So I do feel like it's coming on in, but there's something here that I feel like you're still connected to. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Anyway, we've got a 7 of Cups. It's in the reverse. Well, it's in the past position. So I feel like the 7 of Cups here, there's been indecision, but there's also been options. So I feel like you've been weighing up your options. You may have dealt with people in the past that either had commitment issues, or they may have left you standing there with options, and you're like, now I feel like you're choosing you now, Virgo, over everything. If you've given a lot of your time, your love, your care to people and nurtured them, and they did not invest in a relationship in the same way, I feel like you learned a very valuable lesson there about putting your own needs first. We all, as I said, have that cup of love. We have to fill it with love, care, attention for ourselves first. Because if we fill it with insecurity, codependency, self-loathing, we actually give that cup to another person. How we feel about ourselves, we project it onto the other, and they do vice versa. What's worth mentioning as well, that we call in a person who matches our vibrations. So Spirit wants you to do the work, so you call in a person who is offering healthy love, okay? Also with the 7 of Cups, I feel this is a call for you to use your imagination, to dream big. Unleash your creative sort of pursuits. Allow yourself to dream that there is love available for you, okay? This is the power of possibility, this card, because it doesn't just only say these are your options. It allows you to explore all of your potential, and you have a lot of potential to find new love, okay? Now, what is above you, though? We've got the Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. There's something here that sometimes you persist with. So either this is someone who really damaged your heart, but you sometimes gravitate back towards this person, or this person comes towards you and you wonder, is this a relationship that's worth fighting for? Maybe this time it will work out. The Nine of Wands is someone who has been wounded heavily, but still persists. So I'm getting two energies with this. One is you still want to believe in love. You still want to believe that no matter the slings and arrows that have been thrown at you in the past, the heartache that you may have experienced, it will be worth it because you'll find the right person. But I want to pull a card on this because the Nine of Wands tends to mean that there is a barrier, a boundary that has gone up to protect you. And whilst you may be protecting your wonderful heart, you may also be preventing yourself from opening up to new love. So let's have a look at that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. There is the Knight of Cups again. So either you're dealing with someone who has water in their chart, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer area, sort of energy there. There is love coming towards you. Don't resist it. Okay, I'm just going to go again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you show me a little bit more about this Knight of Cups? Ace of Swords in the reverse. OMG. I mean, Virgo, you see me shuffling the cards. I have no control. Spirit gives you the cards you are meant to get. So there's someone here that you're not talking to. This person loves you a lot. It keeps showing up in your energy reading, okay? We got Ace of Swords in the reverse, which means maybe you felt like it was a poor judgment, or you don't trust this person, or you feel like they're not being honest with you. You feel like they're sneaky or something like that. This person keeps checking you out. This is the card of curiosity. This is the card of someone sort of wanting to talk to you. So I feel, you know, you've got new love coming on in, but there's someone here who keeps tabs on you, someone that you feel energetically connected to, someone that you've, maybe the way that you talk to each other, it's almost like you both are very heady with this person. This person's showing up in your outcome as well. Okay, so just so you're aware, is there new love coming on in for you? Absolutely. But there is still some energetic tie to somebody's frequency here. Okay, now this person could also have strong Aquarius in their chart, but this person, they do love you, but they're just not very open with their feelings. This person, they're very emotional, but they just hide they avoid their emotions. They avoid speaking about their emotions. If they find it very, very difficult to say the words I love you, or it's not because they don't mean it, it's because it's almost like they feel swamped or smothered with their emotions. So they're not fully in control of, I feel like they're a little bit emotionally less mature than you, my beautiful Virgo, okay? So I feel there's two energies attached to this. The Nine of Wands is being guarded to new love coming on in. There is new love coming on in, but also being guarded and still being attached to somebody who hurt you, or it may not that they hurt you. It may be that you persist at something that still just doesn't quite click or doesn't quite work with somebody. But the Nine of Wands is someone who's like exhausted, like needs to take a bit of a break, and then just, but the universe is sending you something new, because we got a Four Cups here. There's a new option coming on in. Now in the near future, we've got the Sacred Clown, okay? So that represents the Fool card. Now, of course, we have a bad sort of connotation with clowns, of course. So, I mean, you may have been dealing with someone who, brought a lot of drama, to your world in the past. But the typical traditional meaning of the Fool card is about new beginnings. Opening yourself up to circumstance, not attaching an outcome to a situation. It's about having hope. It's about taking a chance, taking a new path, opening yourself up to a new adventure, having faith that anything is possible. But this particular one, it's almost like this person is it's almost like this person is so sort of like, I can't think of the word that I want. It's almost like, can you see that they're avoiding a trap? There's a big old diamond there. I mean, they did show me a crystal heart for you earlier. There's a big old diamond there. And there is like another trap right there. This person is avoiding the traps. So I feel like you are thinking about opening yourself up to new love because you want to avoid any patterns that got you stuck in the past. Or if a person you've been dealing with like dangles a carrot, for example, and it just is not a sustainable relationship, it doesn't go anywhere. The near future indicates you will take a leap of faith in another direction. You will open yourself up to taking a chance on love and just seeing where it goes, opening your heart. It may feel risky, it may feel like a gamble, but I feel like it pays off for you, okay? Now, your advice to yourself is the Four of Pentacles. Take the safe option. So, because I feel like you have an option here. Remember, taking the safe option doesn't always mean it vibes with your heart. The heart wants what the heart wants, okay? So we all have free will. And as you can see, we've got the Four of Pentacles there. There's two faces there as well. So I do feel like you do have an option. So this is either someone that you still are somehow attached to, messaging this person, or they come in and try and communicate with you. There is new as well. But the Four of Pentacles, this is your advice to yourself. Build a solid foundation. Focus on your finances. Focus on paying your bills. Focus on saving for a rainy day. Long-term security. You're looking for the long haul. And nobody who is not offering that is getting into your energetic sphere. So I feel like you are building a life of security for you. And financially, I feel like it's going to be a very rewarding time for you in February, actually. Now, the external circumstances, we got the Empress. So the external circumstances are you sort of being noticed because the Empress and also the Queen of Wands tends to stick out from the crowd. But the Empress card is about fertility. So the circumstances are ripe for you to be having a pregnancy if you want to have one. If you do not want to have one, of course, be mindful, especially since we've got the Devil card there. It could be like a sexual attraction to someone from your past, you know, like a night of passion, for example. And if you have the potential to get pregnant, I would safeguard yourself against that, of course. But you know the drill. The Empress card is about abundance. It's also about a manifestation, a creation of whatever it is you truly desire. The Empress is someone who's healthy, brimming with potential to meet a divine counterpart. So I feel in February, it's almost like you're emanating this beauty, this magnetism, where you're attracting the right person, the right mate towards you because of all the inner soul work that you've done and, you know, all the sort of building a healthier version, a new version of yourself that you have implemented with those healthy boundaries. So I do feel like you're in a position to meet a divine counterpart. Now, I hope and a fear, we've got the Princess of Wands. Now, the Princess of Wands is actually the equivalent of the Knight of Wands, okay? So if you're looking for action, like chemistry and passion with somebody, there's definitely that available in February, whether that's with someone from the past or whether that's with someone new. So the Princess of Wands also, I feel you don't want someone who's here today and gone tomorrow, though, okay? I feel also it is a reminder not to be closed off to passion and desire by focusing completely on your finances or your career. Open yourself up. You're a living, breathing, beautiful, exciting being. Explore everything that life has to offer. So I feel like this is about sexuality as well, and passion. I feel like when you get a Princess of Wands, it does indicate that you are determined for a new adventure. Okay, you're headstrong. You want to experience something new because you've experienced what a past person has to offer and they don't seem to change the MO. So you need to really look at that because it could be that this person comes on in for a fling because this is fling energy. So a hope and a fear. I mean, maybe you're just hoping for a fling in February because it's shown up in this position. But if you're looking for something a little bit more grounded, which your overall energy is suggesting deep down, you're hoping to find someone to vibe with long term for the long haul. I feel like you need to be aware of the difference between passion and love. Okay, I mean, we all get confused with lust and love, of course, but it's about knowing what presents or who presents themselves as a healthy, not healthy, well, healthy love or something that we're attached to that could be passionate but toxic. So just be aware. I'm going to pull a quick card on the Princess of Wands there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, my angels. Can you please guide? Nine of Cups there. Nine of Cups in the reverse says, don't fast track this. Don't look for quick results, which is, again, the same kind of energy. You know, passion, lust, wonderful. You can exhibit those attributes and not rush a connection, okay? So they're just saying, take it easy. You don't have to rush on in, okay? Now, because if you rush on in, it may be something that doesn't really speak to what you're looking for in terms of a goal or a dream when it comes to love. The outcome position, we got an Eight of Swords. So as I said, you feel a little bit anxious. In February, there's a little bit of anxiety there, but when you get an Eight of Swords, it tends to mean self-imposed restriction. You're holding yourself back on something. You're withdrawing. So whether that is because someone from the past reached out to you and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Should I message the person? Should I not message the person? What should I do? You must always do what your heart longs for, okay? Because we get so detached from our heart by putting so many moments of overthinking or mental conflicts. Do what your heart desires. Okay, the Eight of Swords there also sort of reminds you to, as you can see, there's like Spirit is like knocking, trying to show you signs. And they're showing me here that there is a leaf here that is a sign. A leaf? What's so different about this leaf? What's going on with this leaf? They're not showing me what's different about this leaf, but I'm getting an energy that you will find a leaf. I know this sounds bizarre. You're going to find a leaf in the most strangest of positions or places. And when you look at the leaf, it looks like a heart. Okay? Something about a leaf. Now, it could even be a red leaf. I don't know. Because they are showing me like it's a reddy Albany kind of, you know, when leaves they've turned that reddy gold kind of color. But they're showing me it's in the shape of a heart, but it's in an odd place. So look out for that in February, okay? They're indicating there's nothing to worry about. Okay, so if you're anxious about something, there's nothing to worry about. We've got the Devil card. I have to pull a card on this because they are showing me you vibing an energetic match with somebody here. But two people are trying to work each other out. And you see the Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords there, they've got a lot of wounds, okay? So it tends to be someone who's quite a wounded person. So anyway, let me clarify this. Can you please clarify the Devil card? Four of Wands. This is someone that this person wants to reunite with you. The Four of Wands is a reunion card. They want to offer something solid. Now, this person is obsessed with you. This person is obsessed with you, my beautiful Virgo. Because, I mean, they're literally dominating the whole reading. You know, if I was there pulling out different cards and I said, oh, Virgo, there's someone from your past, there's this, that, and the other, you'd be like, oh, come on, Baba, I don't want to talk about the past. But you can see yourself, that Page of Swords just keeps popping up all the time in your reading. So this person, they want to find a solution. They want to make it right. So this is either someone you've separated from. They want to come on in. They want to offer something more committed. They want to commit to you. They want to find a way back towards something solid with you. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up from this Devil card. This person's obsessed. They won't let you go. Okay, so just be mindful. If you don't want to be with this person anymore, then you know the drill. You got to block that energy. But the Devil card can also be about your energy, where you feel, sometimes, and this is not to point a finger at you, we all go through this, okay? Sometimes we find it really difficult to disconnect from a past person because there was so much love there. We had an idea of what we felt it would be in the future. And when things don't go the way that we hoped, sometimes we start to obsess over it. We feel compelled to, check their social media, wonder what they're up to. We start to fantasize about what we could have said about that person in that moment or to them, the conversations we woulda, coulda, shoulda had. So I feel like there's a dominating force in your energy, someone that you may think about or think to a lot. This person actually wants to reunite with you. They want to offer something a little bit more solid, okay? Now we do have this. So the Prince of Swords is an energy of someone being very curious, spying on you, keeping tabs on you. Someone who wants to tell you the truth, okay? Because this card is a card of truth and news. So I feel like this person, you may be compelled to investigate things a little bit further with them. You may be tempted to, because I feel the Devil card represents temptation in this situation. We've also got a Princess of Swords. So I do feel like there's a life-changing love opportunity on its way for you. But because we got the two together, I feel like you and the person from your past, you're on a similar vibe. Okay, there's a little bit of a bitey kind of energy about you both. Now I'm just going to pull a card on the Princess of Swords. Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. The Princess of Swords represents the Knight of Swords in this deck. So this is a person of action. This is, if I'm going to clarify this as a new person. Can you please clarify new energy with this? Ace of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Cups. I'm getting the Seven of Cups again. I'm getting the indecision. King of Cups in the reverse. The Death card in the reverse. Maybe you don't feel ready to open up fully to love right now. Okay. I'm going to go one more. They're showing me the Ace of Wands in the reverse, which is an element of rejection. Okay, so either you are getting over some sort of heartbreak, or you're withdrawing your energy, or there was a Scorpio that you were dealing with that has been very indecisive, or you can't stop thinking about them in some way. It's literally taking over your reading. The Nine of Swords indicates there will be hope. You will overcome this situation. But for February, I feel with the Three of Wands in the reverse, it says you're not seeing beyond this at the moment, or you can't see beyond this rejection or this at the moment. I'm going to try a different deck because I can't give you something that's not there. They are showing me there's a new person coming on in, especially with the Fool card. There is a courtship here. There is a relationship. Can you show me the relationship? The Hermit. Okay. I mean, I gotta. So, because this reading is for February, they're obviously indicating that for February, it was just after February, there'll be an opportunity to open yourself up to a new love. Because, I mean, we've got the Hermit again, which is the Virgo card of, you know, solitary energy, introspection, really thinking. The King of Wands in the reverse is about not being ready. And the Devil cards come out again because it's like there is an attachment here, or there is some sort of blockage here. I mean, it could be fear of getting out into the dating pool again. It could be that you're attached to a person you can't stop thinking about, or they're energetically charged and thinking about you. I mean, there is an energetic match here. So I feel like both of you are thinking about each other. But can you show me past February? Can you show me past February? Nine of Pentacles. King of Cups. What is this? King of Cups again in the Nine of Wands. So they're showing me, you know, King of Wands is a withdrawal of emotions. You being in that sort of headspace of, you know, your mind over your heart. And we got the Nine of Wands there again. So it's something wounded. So if you separated from something, or you... King of Swords in the reverse. They're showing me that you won't see the happiness coming. Oh my gosh. I mean... Look who's back. Maybe I'll call this reading Look Who's Back. Shady's back. This always reminds me of that Eminem song. There's giving me a song right now. I'm not sure how it's relevant with your reading. This song has come up before, maybe a year ago in a reading. It's so long ago, can I remember? Take me down, 6 underground, the ground beneath your feet. Lay down low. I'm not really sure. Now, I feel like back then, I feel this song came up a year ago, and the song was by, was it someone called Sneaker Pimps or something like that? That's the song that's coming through. I'm not really sure what that song means. Lay down low? 6 underground? I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know. There is an energy dominating your reading. I have to give it to you. There's nothing more I can give you with that, but I feel like right now you can't see, maybe they're just showing me that you can't see how love would find you right now. Show me the love that is coming for my beautiful Leo. I want to say Leo. Are you attached to a Leo? Why did that come out? Show me the love that is coming for Virgo. Show me beyond the Judgment in the reverse. So either you're resisting this, or you're avoiding this, you're reluctant to move on, because the Judgment card is the card of second chances. This took a turn. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Abandonment or regret. The Lover's card in the reverse. Separation from somebody. Or maybe you feel like there's no love. You can't see beyond. And the Death card. They are showing me that that will change. But this is also a Scorpio energy that keeps showing up in your reading as well. So perhaps there's a Scorpio that's you've been dealing with. They're showing me transition and change. There is a change in your love relationships. But there's someone here dominating the energy in your reading. And I can't continue to go on because no matter how many cards I sort of try and shuffle and see, that Page of Swords comes out in another deck. So that's like 1, 2, 3 decks. So I'm going to have to leave that there. So February, we've got a new option coming on in. So, I mean, there may be someone that you're actually going to be talking to that is new, but you may not entertain this person. I felt at the beginning that you put the brakes on with this person. So you may hold off because of someone that you feel connected to already. So I'm going to have to leave it like that. That may not help you in any shape or form, but Spirit will not let me go on. Now, just as I'm shuffling the cards, they gave me the name Ryan. Ryan, so either that's a surname or that's your name or a person that you're dealing with, or maybe that's someone new who's coming on in. Could be a piece, someone called Ryan who gives you a piece of gossip about somebody who may have feelings for you. Please take it as it resonates. This has been a bit plot twist at the end of that reading there. The card that came out is I Follow My Heart. But all I can see is you being in a very heady energy right now. So, yeah. So I'll leave it there. I'm going to get a final trinket. It's not a trinket this time. It's going to be a heart. So I'm going to go for this one. This one's glowing at me. So let's see what this one says. Your love life will soon be happy and harmonious. Okay. Your love life will soon be happy and harmonious. So whether that's with this person, Spirit sometimes doesn't allow me to see. And this is for some reason. There's something here that's not quite been dealt with. That's why I can't get past it. So whether that's something that you haven't quite dealt with, I know a lot of you are going to be screaming at the screen going, no, but I dealt with that already. But whoever's energy I'm picking up on here, something has not been dealt with. It keeps dominating the reading and won't let me see past. So I have to leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading with somebody out there. And if it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write these words in the comments box below. I am loved. Okay, I am loved. Very important. And I will gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of February. Okay, now again, they're giving me Leo. What is this? Are you dealing with a Leo? I don't know if you heard on, just very slight, I got a knock on the table just then. So they're just giving me Leo again. Maybe you got strong Leo placements. Or maybe you're a Virgo, Leo, Virgo cusp. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo. Love and light.